Hey, what's going on YouTube? All right, this next video here is going to show some pre-fishing that me and my buddy were doing for a tournament that's coming this Saturday. It's the Hook and Ladder Tournament. I think that's what it's called. It's in Aransas Pass. So if you want to sign up, you can. It's 50 bucks, and they already have everything posted, where to meet, where the boundaries are. It's a good tournament. We did one, I think 2 months ago, and it was a great turnout. Everything was awesome. So enough about that, but this one here, I was just looking on the map. We went to Hog Island and just started messing around a little bit and found a couple oyster reefs in the beginning. I saw a lot of butts getting busted. All right, so a lot of bait getting busted around. And so we started off with top water immediately. Got a few pops, and then for some reason, wouldn't get any more to hit. We saw bait flipping around and everything else. There was a couple times where I was like, okay, well, let me try something else. So I tied on a corky. I tied on a few other things, and it just wasn't getting anything done. So by the time the bite had died off, moved down a little bit, and then I kind of gave up on using, I was trying to get comfortable using the mirror lure. I'm trying to get comfortable with baits that I'm not comfortable with. So that's like the mirror lure, the corky, using that when it's warmer. We're gonna try it again later on. But right now, I just went back to what I was comfortable with. I had a 1/16 twist lock with a Slayer paddle tail, and I kept seeing shrimp getting chased by the mangroves. So you're gonna see me here. I just have the paddle tail, see the mangroves, pitch it over there, and slow retrieved it. And then I just kept getting hit on that. There wasn't anything big, so I don't think we'll be fishing here. A lot of the redfish were between 15 to 19. I didn't get anything in slot. The only thing I did get is on one trout. I didn't get, of course, I wasn't recording when it happened. I was throwing a top water, messing around in the middle of the day, threw it right over an oyster reef, and a trout popped it. It was like about 16. So I guess you can throw top water all you want. So I was trying to get used to other baits that I'm not used to. So I just went back to the paddle tail, going back to that. And then we found a back lake there. I kept seeing a bunch of rushes. I kept seeing big redfish chasing bait right ahead. However, the wind switched on us and started coming from the north. When it said it was coming from the south, but it's kind of helped us because we were fishing off the north shoreline. However, when I was trying to stake pull my way through, because I couldn't pedal anymore, I couldn't paddle, so I was trying to pull my way to get closer, and every time I tried to pull, I would just lose them. So I'll show some footage of me back there. But other than that, it's just a quick little recap on how I just used Google Maps, and I saw like, hey, this looks like a good shoreline. I'm gonna try and be here early in the morning when the bite is happening, and we'll see what happens. And sure enough, we caught some fish. Well, right now what I'm gonna try and do too is we have a new moon coming up, and I've been trying to follow more of moon patterns than anything else as barometric pressure or anything else. So right now, if you haven't, look into it and then try and read up on it on moon patterns to help with trout in general. I'm trying to get more into catching consistent trout. Redfish, throw a hot dog in front of them, they'll eat it. Beanie weenies, Vienna sausages, crack it open, throw it. All right. So right now, if you haven't looked into moon phases, I'd highly recommend listening to Speckled Truth. They give a lot of great information. Right now, I think I'm on 6th or 7th podcast, and they're just giving out huge amounts of information that if you think like, man, if I went with the guide, I would ask them all these questions. They're giving it out left and right, and it's just up to you to put it together. And that's what I'm at right now, is trying to put it together and find out what works for me. So I hope you enjoy this video, and hope you like it. Oh yeah, on a side note here, as soon as we got there, we just got literally lit up by mosquitoes. It was so bad that even when we crossed the channel and we hit the island, by that time they were still all over us. They followed us like damn hornets from where we launched at all the way to the island. That's why it took me so long to finally start recording. And you can see me probably when I'm working at top water. You see one hand probably swatting the other one away, and we just got literally tore up. But you can do what you got to do, but we'll prepare better next time and take them off. Called it. All right. There we go. Finally. Dang. Oh, there we go. All right. Oh, he got it good. Dang it. Are you going around? Is that where you saw it? I'll go through here then. So after we just got worked that whole morning by those trout and only had a few pop-ups, my buddy got hooked up twice. I got hooked up once. So right now, all I was thinking about right now is hitting points and edges. And as you can see here, the water's kind of moving towards me. I didn't really notice it at first until afterward, and I started looking at all the film. And it kind of helped. If you throw at those points where that water's passing, those fish are gonna wait right there and sit for that bait to come crossing down. So that's probably why this fish right here, when you see me toss at this point, hits it. And after that, I just start targeting all the mangroves, all the points, all the cuts. I call them little cul-de-sacs, but they're just little cuts inside. But I just start targeting that from here, and that's where I catch the rest of my fish for the rest of the trip. There we go. He's a little guy. He came up and hit it though. Okay. Father. All right. All right. Little guy. Little guy. Slayer, paddle tail. Yeah. He's croaking. All right. He might be a little juvie. There we go. I knew I heard you. There we go, another one on the Slayer. And this was pretty much the end of the trip right here. I found 2 back legs. I mean, if you look on Google Maps on Hog Island, there's 2 back legs back there that looked amazing. And you can see me paddling like I'm in the Tokyo Olympics right now, trying to get to those blow-ups that I heard. But I just can't get through it. The wind is blowing and I'm standing up, so it's just making it more of a catch for wind and hard to paddle up, or just stay pulled up. So every time I try and get close and toss, by that time I think either they saw me or they were gone. But you can see on the mangroves where how much higher the water is on a higher tide. Right now all the water is run off right now, so I think that would be a pretty good spot if you're looking to go when the water gets a little bit higher. And then that's it for the rest of the trip right here. And then of course you're gonna see us hauling butt back to our spot because we can see where our trucks are at. And always lock your stuff up, guys. Don't take anything too expensive. We just see this little white car pull up, and then the gentleman gets out and is looking at my buddy's truck. It looks pretty sketch. He takes off by the time we get back to landing our kayaks. Well, it's safe to say, I guess we came off the water at the right time. So just make sure you lock up your stuff and then stay safe out there, guys. All right. I see, he just pulled up. He's getting out. Also, one more thing, guys. I'm working on getting a GoPro hat. Therefore, you don't have to look at these sausages anymore on my videos. I'm sorry about the angles that I'm working with right now, but that's just all I have to work with. I'm not a tall feller.
I guess I ran that out.
5'7" on a good day when gravity's not working against me. So right now, once I get that GoPro in, we'll be able to get a better vantage point and see a lot better. All right, guys, that's gonna wrap up that video. So we started out strong. We found some bait that was getting blown up right over in that oyster bar. Top water was looking good, and then all of a sudden, I don't know, things just started going sideways. This is a new spot we're scouting out for the tournament. I liked what I saw. The only thing was I couldn't find any upper slot redfish. So that's gonna be the issue. Also, the wind. The wind all of a sudden decided to come from the north, and when we planned on it being from the south, so we were wind protected. That didn't happen. Anyways, that's why we scout. All right, so I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I'll see you on the next one.